The net, and City's nemesis has scored against them again. It took a deflection off the ball.
It's a lively studio. I mean, it's basically depending on share.
Yeah, it's nice having you in the studio this evening.
You know what? I'm just going to shake you.
It's always nice to do this with you, every Friday, and out there, every of our viewers, it's always good to always be on your screen again every Friday from 7 to 7:45 p.m. And also interesting news in the world of sports, because the Premier League now looks like the title leaders have always about to be decided, soon, because, a big game was played over the course of the last weekend, and yes, great results came out of that game. And also in the La Liga, power has changed hands, a lot of times, and yes, the title race is still very much tight over there. While in this area, we also have power has changed hands, whereby, Inter Milan are now the new leaders of the league, and, very much interesting news all around the sport, all around the world of sport, and the Champions League will also be coming back, or European football at large will also be coming back, on your screen this match week, and honestly, there are a lot of interesting fixtures for you to just glue yourself to right every Wednesday and every Tuesday, and honestly, we can't wait to just give you guys, analysis about this game and, give you the reasons why, you should bet with Bet9ja, and, give you interesting details, interesting analysis on why you should bet with Bet9ja.
All right, last week on the show, there was like a thorough conversation about the Copa del Rey semi-final. Of course, Barcelona and there was Barcelona, there was Atletico, there was Real Madrid, there was Real Sociedad. And it was like a very, very cool conversation between Shegun and I. Then we also gave our predictions. And Shegun, being an hater of Real Madrid, predicted that Real Madrid might just kill through in the first leg. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. But guess what? What we didn't see coming was the 8 goals that happened in the game at Camp Nou. And I think, Shegun, that it's a little bit dangerous for Barcelona, guys, because you can't just be leading 4 goals and you concede like that. Then you're going straight down to Wanda Metropolitano for the return leg. And it looks like Atletico of this season is a little bit different. I'm kind of like finding them, more enjoyable. So,
why don't you say Atletico to also bottle 2 goals lead? They had a 2 early lead, and also bottled it to get.
It was surprising.
Exactly. So both sides, bottled 2 goals lead, and I think it's what we always want, a lot of goals, lot of interesting goals, and yeah, we'll be looking forward to the return leg for that game, and may the best man win. But, I'm still backing Barcelona because they are the side who have actually shown that, they can score a lot of goals, create a lot of chances. Unlike Atletico Madrid, I just feel like, yeah, they had it coming for them, they had nice opportunity, they took their chances well. But when we're looking at who knows how to create more chances, I think I'll be backing Barcelona to score more goals in order for them to get through to the final.
I would have loved to tilt towards what you just said, but I think it's a little bit different because you take a look at the statistics of Atletico Madrid in Copa del Rey this season. They haven't lost a game. And last game against Barcelona, who apparently are like the best team right now in La Liga and one of the, the promising teams in the world, with what Atletico showed us a couple of days ago, I think that they do deserve to be given a chance to get to the final of the Copa del Rey.
Well, yeah, Atletico Madrid has great statistics when it comes to the competition, even great record, so far this season. And but when you look at Barcelona's side, if you look at the test that they've stood this season, playing Madrid twice,
they always beat Madrid. I mean, for the last couple of
defeating Madrid twice this season and going to play Bayern Munich this season too. They also defeated Bayern Munich. So I think like there'll be a lot of learning curves for them in that Atletico Madrid game. So I don't see any reason why they shouldn't just win that game from the second leg.
So this season Bayern is like a test? No, are you serious?
Irrespective, they have a great squad. They may not have the best of manager, but yes, they are showing forth that they are good. Why won't you say they are best? They are first. They are first in their league, and they have some points gap, between there and the second, and they're also in the Champions League. So why not? They are still very much, a very strong side. They've not yet stood the test of time for them, but yeah, you have to give them the credit for whosoever they face. You never can say football. You never can say any opponent is lesser than whosoever. When they lose the game now, we all go at them. So for them to get the result, you have to give them the accolades for that.
All right, let's have a conversation about what happened during the course of the weekend, of course, last weekend in the Premier League, as Manchester City fell straight down to slot side. And it wasn't really much of a surprise, honestly. You take a look at the way the Egyptian king has been this season. I think it's been been on top of his game. He's been superb. He's been excellent. He's been fantastic. I'm not against it. I'm sure. I am certainly not against it. I think I
actually think he's actually the Ballon d'Or at the moment. You know, he's the winner already. I don't see.
Oh, being a midfielder, blah, 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 and Kevin De Bruyne came over. And I had to reminisce back in 2015, 2016, or in fact, as far back as 2012, and all of his years at Wolfsburg, how excellent it was. But it's quite unfortunate when you see De Bruyne now. It doesn't even hold that command again on the pitch. And I think it's also one of the reasons as to why Manchester City can't really get themselves in order.
You know what? From what I've seen from Kevin De Bruyne's part, you know, first of all, like I said earlier on, like last week, you know, I said that he hasn't been getting a lot of play times. Yes, when you're not playing or when you're not getting things right, yes, you won't get the play time. You don't have the best.
A golden generation.
Yeah, the golden generation has actually fallen. That's the truth, you know.
What do you mean by
yes,
Kevin De Bruyne didn't have the teammates to have actually won an international trophy?
I'm not saying he didn't have. I'm saying that the energy or the morale,
they could have won it yesterday.
Yes, they could have won it. That's what
they were just on serious.
That's what I'm saying. So now,
and he also was on serious.
Now at the moment, you know, they don't have what it takes again. You know, the squad doesn't have what it takes for him to get that trophy that he wants for his country, and I feel like there's no much motivation from him. He has won the Champions League, he has won the Premier League, he has done four in a row, so I don't think there's much motivation from him personally again, you know, in the Premier League. Maybe if he goes to another league, you know, maybe there may be a motivation for him, but at the same time to say that that's possibly why too he hasn't performed that much.
I have a question for you, Shego.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about the Champions League on the bet. An excuse for him to not be relaxed?
Haven't you heard when players says that there's nothing motivating them and they are looking for new challenges?
Money motivates.
That's the thing. That's for you. You can't talk for Kevin De Bruyne. You know, this is a player who is getting a fat payroll, you know, at his club, and you know, when you're not winning, when you're not having the trophies or new trophies to win, I don't see any reason why you should be motivated.
Okay, so as much as Kevin De Bruyne, I think
why did Hazard leave Chelsea? He could have won trophies at Chelsea, you know, but you know he wanted a new challenge. He said it right. He wanted a new challenge.
He went to my team.
Exactly. He went to a new club, you know, and
that guy.
Yeah, it was what it is for him. So that's what it is, you know.
Now, Shego, you didn't answer my question. Now you keep listening to bets because bets. Did you know that?
It's enough for him.
And he was like best players for like many times.
It's enough for him. When you look at what he has done for his club, he's a legend at his club. When you look at Premier League midfielders, I think he is. He's among the best, and he's currently, you know, the man with the highest assist in Premier League. So, what else? What else do you want from him?
You're a Chelsea fan.
What else?
I never expected something
what else do you want from him? Let me understand. What do you want from him?
You're a Chelsea fan. You people settle for less.
What is the motivation you want from him?
I just feel like, how old is Kevin De Bruyne? Kevin De Bruyne is not 35. Relax.
Okay, let me know. Let me know. Why didn't Ronaldo now later on stay at your club? If there was much motivation for him, why did he decide to leave to go to another club or leave Europe to go to Al Nassr?
I love what you're just doing. Why do you always bring Ronaldo into every conversation?
Because I think that's where you get it always right. So tell me why he left.
What do you mean that's why I get it always? I'm taking an offense.
Are you telling me that Ronaldo didn't see any motivation for him to still stay in Europe?
Why did Messi leave Barcelona?
I don't know.
What you mean by you
They couldn't pay him. That's why. They couldn't pay him. That's why he didn't. They couldn't pay him now. So tell me why Ronaldo left Europe to go and play.
You're not getting.
Are you telling that there was no motivation for him?
Why did Hazard leave?
He left because he wanted to go to another place.
And what happened?
It is what it is. Not every player gets it right.
Okay, Shegun, relax.
So
I think two truths can actually coexist here.
No.
Two truths can coexist here.
You can't tell me that he has to be at the club because of.
Kevin De Bruyne has never won Premier League best player.
That's from your aspect.
That's from my. Am I the Premier League?
He doesn't feel that Premier League best player. Not every player feels that Premier League best player has to give you has to give you the whole credential.
Kevin De Bruyne still has more years to give. Looking at his kind of talent.
You think, but do you know what his body is telling him?
Oh, so because
exactly.
Kevin De Bruyne, we're giving him.
It's not because of his. There's no motivation. That's the truth.
I like what you are doing.
There's no motivation. You're not bringing what you are bringing now is a personal achievement. So are you telling him that you should? Yes, now you're saying you should win the best Premier League player.
No, you're not getting it. What I'm trying to tell you is there are some players
you are bringing personal achievement for
put
him
them on
now
a pedestal.
So are you saying that he should leave what the club wants to achieve to just focus on himself and decide not to?
Why can't you do that?
Man, that's a selfish act. Well,
why can't you? Pep Guardiola didn't allow him to leave when he wanted. You're not surprised. I'm a Madrid fan.
Yes, you're a Madrid fan, so I'm not surprised.
Say something else.
I'm not surprised
because we are used to winning.
I'm not surprised.
They're not
actually,
like, oh my, I need to learn this schedule. They were
I'm
like,
not surprised. You all are just so always, greedy for yourself, and that's
selfish.
What
Say, continue. I love it.
Yes,
say
now.
that. Selfish.
That's why you said Vinicius is always a stingy player.
Who said so?
Don't play it down.
I chopped 20 million on Bet9ja today. I'm putting 10 million again tomorrow to play the bet.
Continue.
Okay, maybe 5 million. Because it's never enough. Winning is never enough. That's what we're saying on the show. Winning is never enough. Well, yes. Kevin De Bruyne still has like maybe 2-3 more seasons.
Okay, then why don't you tell him to just keep on playing till 40 years old then? Tell me now.
Are you serious?
Tell me. I want to understand.
Are you serious?
There are players who retire at 29. There are players who retire at 30.
Kevin De Bruyne doesn't strike me as somebody who gives up.
So that's you. Well, you can't say for him. You can't speak for him. I've told you the honest truth here. So I don't understand where you are going into now. There are players who retire at 29. You didn't slander them, but because it's KDB, you feel like, yes, if you play to 36, if you play to 40.
I think what is happening right here is that we are giving Kevin De Bruyne a pass. I am a lover of Kevin De Bruyne.
Hazard retired at what age? Exactly. So tell me. So tell me, let me understand.
Hazard was a failure at Real Madrid.
Oh, wow.
He was. Honestly, it was. In top 5,
yes, he was.
He was a failure at Real Madrid. He was. He disappointed himself.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, he did actually disappoint himself, given the fact that, injuries fell on his side and that's also. Yeah, you have to.
Sweet.
He feels.
I mean, it's normal in the world of sports, When I was in school, by the way, I studied mass communication. So when I was in school, I still remember, one of the courses we were taught was psychological reaction from the sport fans. Because you can't control the way you're feeling. Sometimes people give some reaction style, like you're like, what? Relax. This is just football. That's what Shegun is doing right now. Because you love this particular player, we give them preferential treatment. But let it be a player they do not like.
This is not a matter.
That's when they come with the full...
I brought a simple analysis for you now. Tell me why Ronaldo left Europe.
Tell me why Messi left Europe.
You've not said one thing yet.
Tell me why Messi left Europe.
You claim you went to school now. You went to university now. I don't know where I'm trying to understand where you learned that you should use questions to answer questions. Answer my question. You ask me question, I reply you back. So tell me where you learned questions to answer questions.
Why did Messi leave Europe?
That simple question I asked you. Tell me where you read that we should use questions to answer a question. Tell me why Ronaldo left Europe.
Tell me why Messi left Europe. Let's have a conversation about Liverpool. Let's have a conversation about Liverpool. Do you think they've automatically lifted the trophy this season, the Premier League?
They've not. You've not. You have to lift the trophy. You have to get it to the final. This is a side that I've seen it with their 2 eyes. It went to the wire a season ago, whereby they had to they got 99 points, and Man City got 100 points.
Painful.
So, it was very painful. So, I'm very sure that it's still in back of, and the players haven't actually changed, a lot, within the squad. So, I'm very sure it's still very much at the back of their mind, at the back of the fans' mind, even though some of the players could have forgotten or whatever, or were not in the squad. So, I'm very sure that they know that they haven't won that title yet till they leave that trophy. So, yep, the Image knows that they are in a good position now for the title race. They haven't won it.
Okay, so
I feel like just losing within 4 games, just losing 4 games in a row can change the whole of the Premier League title.
It definitely can.
So
now Arsenal are second.
Yes.
And you look at the way Arsenal have been moving. They don't even look like they'll finish second.
No, that's not a serious.
So I really do not think Arsenal is like a threat to Liverpool.
No, they are not a threat at all. That's the truth. They are not a threat at all because no Saka, no Arsenal. And when you look at Arsenal, they don't even have a striker.
They have Kai Havertz. They
have Kai Havertz, they have Jesus, and now their third choice striker is not even an academic player, is Mikel Merino. That's not the side that knows what they are doing. So, they are not in the title. I don't see them in the title race at the moment, They need to have a good striker, have a good squad depth, and probably we can put them in the title race.
All right, it's still the Bet9ja Sports Show on Lagos Television, of course, where Shegun and I, we've been dissecting some of the matches that happened over the course of the weekend and, of course, during the week. And it's been like a shock as Liverpool has continued to maintain the old momentum in the Premier League. They've been so amazing, honestly, the style of play. I just love the old gelling all together, honestly, the way the players come together and they play.
And I think it's incredible. There's one player we need to give kudos to in that Liverpool squad, apart from Salah. This him last season till now. So honestly, kudos to that man. Kudos to the manager too.
Who is the man?
For bringing Szoboszlai, for stepping up his game, and also for the manager and Slot too, for also stepping his game up.
I think he's doing a very good job.
Honestly, thumbs up to him, honestly, apart from Salah in that score.
Now, Shego, I'm sure our viewers are so much ready to catch us live on some of the things that will be happening later this weekend. Let's go straight down to Serie A. There is no Premier League. It's the FA Cup fifth round fixtures, and of course, all the very best to you people there. Let's talk about Napoli Inter Milan. It's surprising as Napoli are already 1 point away from being on top of the table. Now they're second with 56 points, and Inter Milan at leg, and the second leg is coming up. But then they will be facing Barcelona. Do you think this is like a walkover stuff?
Not a walkover, because Real Sociedad are a very stubborn side this season. Like I said, stubborn side this season. They've always tried to, make games hard for every player. But Barcelona has what it takes on paper to try and affect this game, to win this game. They have great attackers. They can break their defense down. They can do all they can to win this game. But at the same time, Barcelona have also been an unserious side this season. Yes, they've lost some games whereby we thought that they would get a win and, defeated great guys, Bayern, Madrid, this season. But against this small side, they've not been able to do it. So, given the fact that Real Sociedad are also a stubborn side, yeah, I'm backing them to get the win over. But I won't be surprised if I see an upset from Real Sociedad over the course of the weekend. Honestly.
All right, a bit of sap between the two sides. They have both met 43 times since 2003. Barcelona have won 29 times, Real Sociedad 7 times, and 7 draws between the two sides. Now, the last 5 matches of Barcelona, 5 wins. First position, 54 points. Ukbo. And for Real Sociedad, 2 wins, 3 losses in the last 5 games. 9th position, 34 points. They don't have anything they are fighting for in the league. But of course, in the Copa del Rey, it's a lot to...
Well,
I mean, it's like something huge.
For me,
we have like a...
I can't see the scoreline.
All right, it's going to be a 3-1. Barcelona 3, Real Sociedad 1. That is it. Do you agree?
Well, yeah, I'll agree. But
Does it sound weird?
No, I don't see.
I'm like Barcelona.
I don't see Barca actually getting a clean sheet in that game. So that's why I'll go for a 3-1.
I don't see them.
Yeah,
and the game is like 4:30 on Sunday.
I know they will score a lot of goals. So Barca to actually get the win. 3-1 could be a nice scoreline, honestly.
All right, it's still the Bet9ja Sports Show on Lagos Television with Shego and I, where we've been discussing about some of the games that will be happening later this weekend in Serie A and, of course, in La Liga. There's so much to unpack in the UEFA Champions League in Europe.
Rest now. Are you done?
Why do you want me to rest?
Who are the people that are not like? I want to know. I would just like to know now.
I didn't even say anything. I was just like talking.
But you said that they're not like us, they don't understand. I want to, that's what I'm asking. I'm not the one that made the statement.
Yeah, like, so why you like...
I didn't make the
why
statement.
Why are you up in my business?
You made the statement, so I want to know.
Get out of my business.
Are you telling me, are you afraid? Can't you mention their names?
Afraid of who?
Exactly, so let me know. Are you...
What team do you support again?
The people you are mentioning, let me know.
What team do you support again?
Don't ask for, just make your own claim. I ask you a question. Please answer the question. Stop asking me questions.
Okay, what did you ask
me? Who are you talking to? Why people?
No, I was just talking to the viewers. That some people are already scared.
All right.
Some people are not in the Champions League, so they don't know how it feels.
You can't speak up your mind. You can't say what you have.
I just said some people don't know how it feels to be in the Champions League. Even the Conference Leagues, they don't know how to feel. But their best player already said it on his Instagram stories that, don't worry, well done, lads. I will be back. And I'm like...
We'll be back cold, cold. He's a cold boy, At the moment, don't worry. It's coming down. When it comes to the Conference League, you'll see him in action. He hasn't played in Europe this season.
My elder brother is a Chelsea fan. So I will relax on the show.
Let's give them the code of the week, honestly. I'm tired of you.
Okay, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, of course, we get the code of the week on our screen. And, of course, we talk about the UEFA Champions League, give you our predictions, and still talk about so many other things. It's still the Bet9ja Sports Show on Lagos Television. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break. Of course, beautiful moments behind the scene on the Bet9ja Sports Show on Lagos Television. Shago, what's up?
I'm good, man.
Champions League.
Cool as always, you know, Coach Palmer, yeah, he's going to play in Europe, you know.
What's going to make you happy?
Because, you know, I'll be seeing Coach Palmer playing in the European stage, you know, this
when?
week. This week. Don't worry, this week. It's coming.
In what competition?
In the UEFA Conference League. Don't worry. He's going to be playing in that competition, and you'll see him perform. I'm very sure of that. He's going to come back on form in that fixture. Don't worry. Let's go into it. Are you? I want to understand what's happening. No, let me understand what's happening.
No, it's fine.
Talk
it's all
now.
right.
Talk now. Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
Nothing, oh, Baba me.
Baba Eko.
You know what? I am so enjoying this. I am really, really enjoying it. Shago, it's a lot. It's a lot. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. That's the two first teams we're talking about on the show. It's on Tuesday by 9 p.m. It's really going to be a tough one. You take a look at it. Atletico has always been a thorn in the flesh for Real Madrid. Now, it's on the screen. That's the road to Munich 2025 for the UEFA Champions League. Straight off from the round of 16, straight down to the final. Who is going to make it straight down to the final? And it's in Munich. But now, Real versus Atletico.
Yeah.
The last time they met in La Liga, it was a 1-1 draw. But that's not even the conversation. The conversation now is Diego Simeone has built this side this season as a side to be feared.
Yeah, they are side to be feared. But when I look at the last time they played Real Madrid, you know, I saw the fear in them. You know, they didn't show like, yes, they were making Madrid scared. You know, they got an early goal in that game. But honestly, when you look at a larger percentage of that game, like the 70th minute or after they scored their first goal, you know, they were just all scared in that game. So I don't see them looking like a side to be fair. Yeah, he has built them so well, you know, so far in the competition. But honestly, in this competition, I'll be backing Real Madrid to actually come out triumphant. But if Atletico Madrid are able to do the undoable, I won't be very much surprised. But Real Madrid, obviously, the best Champions League side, you know, the Mr. Champions League, the team of the Champions League, you know, I'll give you all your credit because, you know, it is what you are. It is the glory you have held, you know. They are the current holders of the Champions League, you know. Why you holding the smile, Olanika?
No, I'm not holding the smile, though.
Please.
You know, there is a Bible passage. Mo ti gbàgbé bọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá ẹ bá wa ẹ kàn rán mi létí anyhow.
Story.
Ó ní, I will prepare a table in the presence of what? But your enemy has to be a big person. This enemy is not a big enemy. So, my vision is I go just come back and say, I be Agbalagba.
Yeah,
you get, but continue. You're welcome, by the way.
You know, when you look at Real Madrid, yeah, they are the best side in the Champions League over the course of the years with the most titles, you know, current title holders, you know. And when you look at their squad, so they have the best talents, you know, in Europe so far in their squad. So why don't you see them, you know, getting it over their rivals in the biggest
That's a rhetorical question. Say it more affirmatively.
Hold it, please.
Hold what?
Hold it, please.
I'm on Chelsea.
I said, why don't you see them, you know, they have what it takes, you know, to get it over Atletico Madrid. But don't write off, what I'll say is that we can't write off Atletico Madrid.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Shego.
Yes,
they've scored a lot of goals this season.
Yeah, but when you look, they've scored a lot of goals, but when you look at the last game they played, and that was just 2 weeks ago, you know, there's a lot of contrast from how they've performed this season to how they played in that game. So obviously, I'll be looking at them. You know, when you're playing your rival, yes, there's always a big shake or whatever. When you look at when Man United, Man City played earlier this season, Man City are the best side so far over Man United. But when you look at when Man United played this, I saw how they came out fearless. You know, they showed what come and devour their neighbors. So that's what I'll say. And when you look at that game, that's what gives me, you know, some kind of discouragement or you know. So I'll be looking at. I won't be surprised to see Real Madrid to get it over Atletico Madrid.
All right, as we are discussing the UEFA Champions League that will be happening on Tuesday and on Wednesday, respectively, please let's have the code of the week on the screen again so that our viewers can put it on their phone. And the code take you directly to the Bet9ja website or to the Bet9ja app if you already have it installed on your phone. Or you can write it down on a piece of paper and take it to any of our physical shop and place your bet responsibly. And of course, you stand a chance to win a match from us, courtesy of Bet9ja on the sports show. right here. Whenever you go under my page or Shegun's page, which will spell out before the end of the show, and give us a correct prediction. It's either you get the coat of many colors jacket, or you get the black sweatshirt, which is my favorite, by the way, or you get
white
the
and black hoodie.
Yeah, that is it right there. Shegun has already predicted Real Madrid to defeat Atletico Madrid on Tuesday. That's the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League, and right now Madrid are the current holder of the Champions League. Now it's Club Brugge versus Aston Villa. I think for me, Unai Emery has been doing such an amazing job. 2 seasons ago, you wouldn't have put them here.
Sure.
Now, look at where they are. Round of 16 of Champions League is such an incredible, milestone for them.
Honestly.
Yes, I agree.
It's an incredible achievement for Aston Villa as a whole. But also, when you look at this side, actually met, in the course of the group phase this season, and I'm very sure we're very much backed Aston Villa, to do the undoable in that game. But when you look at the result, Club Brugge actually came out victorious in that fixture, But at the same time, this Aston Villa side have boosted their squad so far over the course of the transfer.
There is Marcos Asensio.
Marcos Asensio, who got the man of the match over the weekend.
There is Marcus
Chelsea,
Rashford, the most
2 goals.
talented
and we also
player.
have Rashford, who has always been a super sub for this side so far since he has come to this club, and he's even looking like he's going to stay in the club, come by the summer of this season, So that's a great player that has been added to, or 2 great players that have been added to their squad. So I see that they have what it takes to defeat Club Brugge, but I'm very sure that Club Brugge, looking at how well they did in the last game, knocking out Atalanta, I'm very sure that much confidence is them. When they also look back at their record against this side, Aston Villa, they look at it that this same season, they've been able to defeat Aston Villa.
So they can definitely do it.
So I'm very sure that they will have that much confidence to show that they can always do it, or they will be able to do it over Aston Villa. But one thing I will say that I'm expecting a lot of goals in this game. Yes, the group phase didn't bring out a lot of goals for us. It ended in a 1-goal win for us, for Club Brugge, But I'll be backing this game over 2.5. I'll be looking at these guys to be able to produce 3 goals for us so far.
Okay, let's go straight to the 2 Bundesliga teams who are number 1 and 2 respectively on their league table. And the last time, I think about a week ago, they met in the team, and it was a 1-1 draw.
Yes.
Now they will be playing again in the round of 16. Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen. Do you think this is going to be a tough match?
Yes, it's obviously going to be a tough match. I think that has been the how they call it, something in your flesh, for Bayern Munich. It has been the thorn in their flesh for Bayern Munich so far this season. Like we've always said, they've not had the very best or the best test this season. They had against PSG, only PSG so far this season, and Bayern Leverkusen. And when you look at the record against Bayern Leverkusen this season, Bayern Leverkusen they've not been able to get a win over Bayern Leverkusen this season. Bayern Leverkusen has also been able to knock them out of the DFB Pokal. And when you look at Bayern Leverkusen in the league against this side, there are a lot of gap between them. So I'll be looking at Bayern Leverkusen to probably see this as a way for that Munich 2025 that is at the back of Bayern Munich players' head, for them to come and play that final in their head, to actually stop them from doing that. First of all, also stopping a Bundesliga rival, to go further in the Champions League. I'm very sure that they'll be looking forward to doing that. So I'll be backing Bayern Leverkusen to actually come out victorious in that game.
All right, because our time is fast spent on the show, and we really just need to wrap it up this evening. There is Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. There is PSV Eindhoven versus Arsenal. And there is PSG Liverpool later in the UEFA Champions League on Tuesday and on Wednesday, respectively. And to all the Arsenal fans who has always been saying, give us Real Madrid, because we have the best team. Well, luck might just be on your side. If Real Madrid progresses away from Atletico, you might just meet, and you people should defeat PSV, you might just meet Real Madrid in the quarterfinal. And that is it. Shegun will really do have to go on the show this evening. Let's get our socials to the viewers.
Yeah, we're on Lagos Television, and when you follow us on, or when you subscribe to our YouTube pages, YouTube at Lagos Television, and on Instagram is at LTV Social, while on X is also Lagos Television, and on Facebook is also Lagos Television. And on that note, I'd like to say a good evening to every of our viewers out there. And next week, honestly, you can say I've got a cap on my head. I'll say that we have an interesting guest. I think if you can figure it out, if you calculate the cap, the Bet9ja sponsor and everything, I'm very sure you should be able to guess someone who will be coming on set, for us, coming by next week, and I'll just be hoping that you guys...
That's the person on the screen. I don't know if you guys can get it.
Honestly, I'll be hoping for you guys to just...
For a woman, I'm quite tall. I'm 5'9".
But when you saw this man... honestly, it may look small on camera, but when
it don't look small on camera,
but when-
lie you.
No, but when you're looking,
It's because they sit down.
yeah, probably. That's why I said that it looks small on camera, but when you still,
I don't even know I'm
it's a
going to. You know
giant,
what?
and
I'll get
and
rid
really
of the
physique
wig.
and honestly, I think
that's what I'll do.
I think we're giving 2 more details on that already, you know. But I think if you can just figure out cap, Bet9ja, probably you should be able to get.
And we
what
already
I'm
gave you
talking
guys
about.
insights. I
Honestly,
mean-
you know, tall, God, man. Honestly, and
Share
that's all,
boo.
you know. Just make sure that you guys, you know, when you guys will see the code of the week on our screen, just make sure you go to any of the physical outlets, you know, and copy the codes probably on the paper, you know, and just make sure that you bet responsibly. This bet is for people of the age of 18 only.
18 and above.
18 and above.
Yes, and that is it. A big shout out to all of the production team. You guys are the real MVP, making sure that everything goes smoothly. And of course, to my co-host, Shegun Hajai, thank you for always riding with me on the
Thank you very
show.
much, Olanike.
And until next week, the show comes to you live and direct with our guest, of course, that will be coming on the show. My name is Olanike Ajagun, wishing all of you a traffic-less evening in Lagos, which I know is not possible, but what can I say? I can
It
only wish
is
you
what
guys.
it
The repeat of the show comes up tomorrow by 11:30 p.m. Catch it live on LTV. Till then, I'm saying to all have a pleasant evening. Bye.
Are you ready to launch?
100%. Launch! I think I put the wrong coordinates.
This season, the odds might just be in your favor. With a boom, everything changes. If only you can catch it.
People all over Nigeria are catching the boom.